Hey guys, what is going on? It is RC Knockout and I am back with another video. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Nolan. In today's video, I want to show you guys the most recent upgrades I have done to my Brushless Traxxas Summit. So the first thing you're going to notice is these bright red turnbuckles right here. So I went ahead and I ditched the stock turnbuckles and I went with some upgraded aluminum ones. Let me get the body off so you guys can just get a little bit better of a look from up top. Also, by the way, guys, if you're wondering what power system I'm running in this, it's basically the stock power system out of a Traxxas eRevo 2.0. So it's a 2200 kV brushless motor, and it's the VXL 6S ESC. But yeah, all the way around, so there's in total 8 turnbuckles on this machine. So you got your steering links, you got the push rod for the actual inboard suspension on the front and the back, and then you also have it for the camber links. No, these would technically be toe links. So this would be your rear toe links right here. So you have a total of 8. And I want to say in total, they're about $25 a set, and they come in 2. So we're talking, I want to say right around, I don't know, probably sitting somewhere around $100 to do the whole thing. So it's not cheap, that's for sure. But they are all aluminum. They're actually, let's see if you guys can read this. It says right on them, they are actually, it says Trx 7075 T6 aluminum. So the one thing I don't really like that the rod ends are blue. I wish everything was either all red, or I wish it had black ends. Or actually now, it kind of clashes since I have the blue theme going on with this machine. I kind of wish the turnbuckles were blue, but I did not find any blue options out there. I'm sure there are, but this is just what I got, but they should be much tougher than what I did have on. But one issue I do have to say, when I did install this, the one issue I had was, and actually I bought some more because I was going to do the same swap on my other Summit. So my Summit running the 40 series mudslingers, I was going to put these push rods on that as well. The only issue is they're not exactly the right length. I was able to get the push rods for the steering. You can adjust them kind of. So I was able to get them adjusted sort of for the steering, and as for the rear toe links, I was able to adjust them out, so I got it towed in ever so slightly on the back for hopefully better performance, and I think I got the front set properly. But these push rods right here, the ones for the actual inboard suspension that connect to the cantilevers, the issue with them is they are not the right length. These are tightened down as tight as they can go. So this is basically as short as these can go right here. And here's the issue. Here's a new set, but these are the exact same size as these ones. The issue is, here's a stock one that came off of my Traxxas Summit. Stock push rod link. This is the stock one that came off of here. Notice the size difference. They're easily ½ an inch longer than these ones. And this is as short as they can go. You can't tighten them any tighter than this. So they can go outward a little bit, but really, even if you tighten them outward, there's no way to really lock it in place. So you can use some thread lock and hopefully that'll lock it. But the issue is there's no lock nut or anything to lock them in place, even if you do loosen them. And you will have to loosen the one side a little bit because, as you guys can see, in order for the push rod to work, the one has to be sitting in this direction, the other one has to be sitting at a side angle. So you'd still have to turn this somewhat to get this link end to actually sit like that. So you'd have to loosen it a little bit, but I put thread lock on it so it doesn't start loosening as I drive it, because that's my biggest concern, that with the vibrations it'll start loosening itself, especially since there's no good way to actually hold them in place. Fortunately for these ones, and also these are the same. So when you buy these in sets, they're the exact same for the rear and the front push rods, and then it's exactly the same piece that you buy for the toe links in the back and the steering links. So they're the same. So I could switch these toe links right here to the steering links. The important thing is that they have the ball piece over on this end right here. Maybe you can see that. And these ones do actually kind of have lock nuts that kind of work. They kind of work. It's got these like the longer ball piece on it right here, pivot ball piece. That's what you need for the actual steering and for the toe links in the back. I just point out they're easily ½ an inch too long. So the issue with that is, even though they do fit, the issue is this already was not a handling machine. So the Traxxas Summit already sits too high and it kind of rolls when you drive it. Since these are over ½ an inch longer than the stock size push rod links, this now lifts this RC up even higher. It probably lifted, I don't even know how much it lifted, but I also made it as low as I possibly could because I went ahead and I put the screws in the furthest holes on these suspension arms to lay them down as much as possible. So this is as low slung of a stance as I can get, and this raised it up a heck of a lot. I don't even know how much, but it definitely raised the machine up, which that's the one thing I don't like. Now, it's gonna work, but my handling is probably going to be even worse than it was. This thing's probably gonna have, the center of gravity is just so freaking high now. Like, it's just gonna be so easy to tip, but that's kind of the trade-off, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and put a link down below where you can actually buy these links. But go ahead and keep in mind, I think they come from China, so they might take a little bit for them to get to you. I think these ones are slightly more expensive, the ones for the steering, since they're a little bit longer and they have those longer pivot ball ends. But I will put a link down below where you can purchase this. Like I said, I do think they come from China. They are 70-75 aluminum, so they should be super strong though. But just keep that in mind that there could be issues with these pushrod links that go to the cantilevers for the suspension, that it's definitely going to raise your car up quite a bit. And it says these are for the e-Revo and for the Summit. I don't know what the pushrod length for the e-Revo is, but I can't go any shorter than this. So it lifts it up way higher than what I would like. But I guess the good thing is, come winter, this thing should be able to plow through the snow pretty good, and it'll keep its undercarriage up, hopefully out of the snow, so we'll be able to go through some deeper snow. But yeah, now all that center of gravity's up here, so the thing's gonna flip so much easier, I feel like. And then the one other thing I did, guys, since the last time you saw this, was when I fixed the the spider gears within the differential cup got stripped. So I replaced the diff cup with an aluminum one, a cheap one that I got off of, I think, eBay, and I put new spider gears, some heavy-duty ones from GPM in. But I also, in that video, I stripped out the grub screw for the drive shaft, so I had to put a plastic one on. So in the end, I bought another 2 drive shafts, and I put some new ones on. I actually think these ones are a slightly different brand, because if you look closely, the collars are slightly different. Like, these ones are a little bit darker blue collar. These ones are a little bit lighter blue, but I bought them, I swear, from the exact same seller. They look basically identical, but this aluminum looks a little bit lighter blue compared to the ones that I do have on it. But yeah, I couldn't get that grub screw extracted, and I couldn't really run it with that plastic drive shaft because I knew it would break right where the pin goes through as soon as I try to launch this thing. Even on 4S, it would have broken, so I had to replace that. So got another one, and so hopefully that'll hold up. But anyway, guys, that's the most recent improvements. We're going to have to see how the thing drives now that it lifted that whole thing up quite a bit. But if you did enjoy the video and you like the improvements I made, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Later!